A new form of at-home dialysis is helping kidney patients in the times of a pandemic. The Tablo device, as it is called, was approved earlier this year by the US FDA. It is now helping kidney patients get treated at home while also avoiding exposure to COVID-19 in hospitals. Here's a report with more details.
This may be the future of dialysis treatment. For people struggling with kidney problems, the Tablo device has come as a lifesaver, especially in times of COVID. For almost 50 years, Richard C. Henry has been struggling with kidney problems. But after 4 rough years, which included peritonitis infection and hospital stays, Henry had to find another solution, and he found one in Tablo, which he now enjoys from the comfort of his own home.
Yeah, if I didn't dialyze, let's say, for 2 or 3 days in a row, I'd start getting very weak and tired and lightheaded, because all those toxins are going to be building up in your system, and the Tablo machine is what's clearing them out.
Richard was told in his 20s that his kidneys would not last long. He got a new kidney from a friend, which lasted 22 years until he needed to undergo peritoneal dialysis, a form of dialysis in which fluid is introduced into the patient's abdominal cavity through a permanent catheter and periodically flushed out and replaced with fresh fluid.
And then we begin.
There's my blood, and it's starting to filter through this machine.
It involves regular hospital visits, which in times of the coronavirus pose another challenge.
Yes, my doctor, Dr. Alvarez, told me that he didn't want me to do in-center dialysis. Not that they don't do good work, but there's a higher risk. There's always 24 people there dialyzing. Somebody sat in the chair you're in for 4 hours before you got there. And he just said it's safer at your home. So I've become very conscious. I'm the kind of guy who is a high-risk guy, you know, besides, I don't know what the chain of getting out these new vaccines will be, but at my age and with my compromised situation, it's not something I want to get.
He found a solution, a new hemodialysis machine called Tablo, built by California-based Outset Medical and approved in April 2020 by the US FDA.
This is another big job for Dick.
Through Tablo, a patient's blood is run through a machine that removes waste products and excess water. All of this at home.
We can control the schedule. We know what the goal is each week, and we adhere to that. And as a result, I think we're really seeing the benefits. It's absolutely one less point of contact for Dick where he would be vulnerable. And so any way we can keep him away from any potential exposure is great. So this is one more way that we can do that.
Richard and Liz only needed a 2-week training process to operate Tablo. Now he plays golf several times a week, sometimes the full 18-hole course.
I think the biggest impact of COVID has been on dialysis patient preferences, making them realize what the advantages are of dialyzing at home versus dialyzing in a clinic, which is often crowded with dozens of other immunocompromised patients sitting in pretty close quarters. So I think over the long term, I do think COVID is going to serve to encourage more patients home. I think Tablo's role in that is by giving patients a very easy to learn, simple tool to do so.
Devices like Tablo that allowed Henry to dialyze from the comfort of his lazy boy chair. He can choose when and how long his treatments are, adjusting based on his schedule.
What's really different about Tablo is that it is the first system that purifies water on demand and makes the dialysate on demand while the patient's dialyzing, sort of like the Keurig concept. It makes a single serving dose of dialysis just for that patient in real time, and that's never been done before.
Henry is not the only kidney patient to benefit from devices like Tablo. Home dialysis treatment has been increasing in recent years. Between 2017 and 2018, the number of patients receiving treatment from peritoneal and hemodialysis jumped 7.7% and 8.8% respectively. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
Co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.